Hello. Okay, stop being goofy. All right, I want to make this quick video because earlier, I don't know, at some point today, I think I talked about how nature has its ways. I'm gonna try to find a link to the full movie if it's available through YouTube with ads because it's a must-see movie. I'd watch it without commercials. And I mean, of course, movies, there's a lot of things that are like, stunts and stuff like that. But the main ideology of the movie was about the teachings of, what was it? About Chi and it was a Taoism, like don't swim against the river, swim against the river, that kind of thing. And I think Jet Li was in it. It was like when he was relatively young. At first, I didn't notice. There was another lady named, I think, Michelle Wong. Wong, I believe. I'm sorry if I butchered her name. Very talented martial artist. Very talented. And anyways, yeah, in the movie, as I explained it before, and I probably put a link to the scene before, when the character of Michelle is taking the character of Jet Li, because Jet Li, the movie was based about like when they were kids and as they grew up, and the whole thing of the movie was that, and the kids played a pretty well part too, in my opinion. The kid that the student that was a little bit bigger than Jet Li would kind of like boss him around, and Jet Li just kind of like went with it. He didn't really do anything about it. And then one day, the I guess the ruler of that district in China, or that municipality, came and demanded to for the people to pay money for protection. Some people didn't have it. They got their heads cut off. Yada yada yada. At that moment, the character that played Jet Li's oldest brother got an idea of joining the Emperor army, but Jet Li was completely against this. He ended up sleeping in I'm not gonna spoil it to you. He slept in the kitchen, and throughout the course of events that happened in the movie, which I'm not gonna express anymore, I'll let you guys watch it so you guys can make up your own mind about it. I really enjoyed this movie because it teaches about the Tao and about the Chi. And even though Western religions, like for instance in Catholicism and in Christianity, we are taught about sin. And sin is a very complicated thing. We do sin, but at the same time, it's normal. But if it gets to the point where you make it a habit, or I don't know, you become Karen, it could probably cause a problems to arise, because nobody really wants to deal with a Karen. And to be honest with you, if it's true what I see about the videos about the Karens, because again, it's on the dumb tomb, who knows if it's true. Some of it was caught on surveillance cameras, but again, question everything you see. Yeah, I don't think Bruce Lee I don't think Jet Li would have had her in his temple for more than one day, with the way that she was. Probably made her stay out in the wilderness till she came back plaguing for another chance. That's what I would imagine would happen in that movie. But the movie I'm talking about is one of the titles is called Twin Dragons. If I'm not mistaken, it had two titles. I don't know, maybe one was what it was titled Across the Pond, and the other one was what it was titled Upon Here. But nonetheless, when the character of Michelle Yao takes a depressed character of Jet Li, because Jet Li's good friend from youth, who had joined the Imperial Army, had said to come attack at this time when no one's expecting you, and you'll be able to get a good strike at the Emperor. So, you know, he was kind of like coming back to the team, you know, but it all turned out to be an ambush. And because of that, you know, Jelly blamed himself and eventually just fought him and killed him, you know, because that's Jelly. But the most important part of this whole scenario was because before Jelly fought and beat him, he had learned the way of the Tao and of Chi, you know, the energy force that's inside of all of us. You know, this is according to Eastern religions. But oh, and speaking of religions, I read an article the other day that about 85% of Italians are Christianity, and Christianity in the sense of Catholicism, because I looked into it a little bit further. So I don't know if there's anybody out there claiming to be Italian, you know, start going to church, and you know, that way you live a prosperous life. And when I mean prosperous, I don't mean like getting new toys or whatever. I mean a prosperous life as in you are deserving of joy, you're deserving of peace, you know, you enjoy the time that you have left on earth with the people that you care about. And you know, those things are priceless, because we're here today, gone tomorrow. Okay, anyways, let's go back to Sobrevividor. This is the grass. I don't know if there's already weed on there, but right there in that hole is Sobrevividor. Alright, so now let's get close to it. Alright, now you see that right there, the little mini trunk coming out from the side. That means that survivor, también conocido como sobrevividor, it's not ready to kick the bucket. That's where I cut it, and I figured out the age of the tree, which was let me see if I can zoom out, 1 year old. I may cut it again, but I'm gonna wait a little bit, see how this one works out. I'm gonna try to discipline myself and water more. But there you go, ladies and gents. Your tree was either, you know, a lawnmower accident took it out, or maybe there was an accident between the people putting the cesspit together. Which I'm not a huge fan of cesspit, because it's just a lot of work. And we don't have a weed whacker, so that we can't. Weed whacker can be used to edge as well. You know, you just flip it upside down. That's one thing I learned when I worked for a brief period of time doing landscaping. But the weed whackers are good so that we can cut the pieces of grass that are stuck against the wall, and yada yada yada. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. May your hearts be filled with peace, and may you please be kind to one another, and also may peace and love be with you. Thank you. Bye.